Alright. Yeah. Is everybody at Riders having a good time? Hell yeah! Un big shout out a toda la gente de la vía de Roma, Texas, de Brownsville, people all the way from Laredo, Michigan, Austin, Texas, all the way people from Chicago, man. Everybody's here partying at Riders here in Elsa tonight, man. Everybody having a good time? Make some noise if you're having a good time. And pinche Fernie se está poniendo con madre. Fernie, happy birthday, Fernie. He's the one. If everybody could party like Fernie tonight, we'd all have a fucking blast tonight.
Hey, I'm gonna buy Fernie a couple of shots, man.
Le vamos a comprar a Fernie a couple of shots, man, for partying badass tonight, man.
Hell yeah.
Hey, we're gonna put on a little comedy show. You guys want to watch some comedy? Oh, I know. Okay, fine. I'm from La Hoya, Texas. Like I said, home of the high-speed chase. I don't know if you guys can tell, but recently I lost about 40 pounds. Yeah, unfortunately I was at the Fanfurias checkpoint, so I'm sorry. I was going to surprise everybody with weed, but stop us. Hey, they say that in order for you to be a good comedian, you should never write jokes while under the influence of marijuana, because only those people under the influence of marijuana will get the jokes. And I figured I'm going to be doing a show in Elsa, Texas. This joke should work fantastic. I think it'd be badass if we started putting sounds that we love as Latinos into music that we like to listen to. Like the sound of a chicharra would go badass in a techno song. Right? Can you imagine that shit? La chicharra. Right, I should probably stop smoking weed. La raza, where's the people that have ever been cured with a huevo? One more time. Have you been cured with a huevo? Dude, the huevo can, like, you can lose a leg in a freak accident and the huevo will bring it back, you know? The huevo fixes anything. Like, I'm waiting for the day that CNN comes on the air and says, in other news, cancer is now cured and so is HIV. The cure was found in Edcouch, Elsa, Texas, by a 97-year-old lady named Maria Rodriguez. Coincidentally, she's also the same old lady who found the Virgin Mary on the burnt side of a tortilla. We now join her via satellite. Miss Rodriguez?
¿Sí? ¿Quién habla? Hello?
No, ma'am, we're joining you via satellite.
Ah, no, mijo, yo pagué el bill ese, mijo, sí. Lo pagué con la Lone Star Card, sí.
No, ma'am, how do you feel about finding the cure for cancer and the cure for HIV?
Ah, no.
You ever notice how viejitas sound like chickens?
No, mijo. El chavo, he didn't have cancer, no. El chavo tampoco tenía HIV, tampoco, no. El chavo, all he had was ojo. That's all he had.
Well, there you go, America. Apparently the man just had eye. Back to you. How the hell do you give somebody ojo in the first place? How the hell do you give somebody ojo in the first place? I'm gonna get him. Toma! No, charge it. Toma! I think it'd be badass in the movie X-Men, instead of having a guy named Cyclops, they just had a guy named El Ojo. Hey, get him, Ojo! Y el vato, no mames, güey, I don't feel good, vato. I'm gonna vomit, vato, voy a vomitarme. Vomita hormiga, güey, no mames. Me hicieron el ojo, güey, no mames. Llévame con mi grandma, güey, llévame con mi grandma. And dude, and grandmas are the best with a huevo, right? Like, your grandma is so good with a huevo, you can be sick and she can cure you over the phone.
¿Qué pasó, mijo? Ah. Ahí está. Go out and play.
Hey, I'm here doing comedy for you guys, but I got a real special treat, man. I got a real good friend of mine. He's been doing comedy for a while. He's been on MTV, he's been on VH1, he's been on the E! Network, and the problem is, es un gringo el vato, he's from Austin, Texas. Y me dijo a mí el vato, Raymond, I want to get in touch with your people, the Chicanos. And I said, this is what I told him. I told him, you want to get in touch with the raza? And he says, that's what I want. I'm like, bro, if you want to get in touch with the raza, ain't no better place to get in touch with the raza than Riders right here in El Salvador. So, con esto, I'm going to leave you guys with a very good friend of mine. He's from Austin, Texas. He's going to give you a little teaser about what he's all about. Please give him a warm welcome. He just wants to show you what he's all about. Mr. John Stringer.
Go. Start a show. Hey, hit me with that smoke again. I just deleted your own tonight. That shit's the good shit. That's some Valley fucking weed. That's the red shit. Holy shit. I love dancing. Love fucking dancing. I was dancing with a girl just now, and she said, wow, John, you dance like a black guy. And I said, why? You don't feel safe? You know, there was a time when music was great, AKA Michael Jackson. I miss that music. Does anyone here like 80s music? Well, then you know what time it is. Just check my calculator watch. I'm gonna do some 80s music, but I'll have you know, my nickname is the brain prostitute, because I'm about to blow your mind. Lights up, please. I want you guys to see that one butt cheek. That's something, because that's what 80s music does to my butt. That was Corey Hart, one genius among many geniuses from that era. Music today is lousy. Who do we have? Lady Gaga, Katy Perry, Lil Wayne. Seriously? Fuck Lil Wayne. Yeah. And if you see this on YouTube, Lil Wayne, I apologize. I was just talking trash. Because Lil Wayne's tougher than me. There are a lot of people tougher than me. Alright, I don't fight. Whenever I get approached by a tough guy and they get in my face and they're like, yo bro, let's do this. I have one move. I go, oh really, you wanna? That's my go-to move. And the second part is, piss your pants. Do it quickly. Because nobody wants to kick the guy that's unconscious and covered in urine. That doesn't happen. More often than than not, someone's gonna pick you up, put you in a taxi, and get you home safely. So if you're a pussy, you always win. All I'm saying is, I miss music that made it okay for a full-grown man to do double high kicks anytime he wanted. 80s. Because in the 80s, you could run back to a wall and pretend to punch it, and that was a dance move. Where did that go? All right, well, don't worry, guys, because we're about to time travel back to 1988, but I'm gonna need full audience participation. So get your hands clapping like this. Clap, 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 and get into it. I try to discover a little something to make me sweeter. Oh baby, refrain from breaking my heart. If you know it, sing it. I'm so stop. Give yourselves a round of applause for being badass. Are you kidding me? You guys are amazing. This front table, I could read it in their faces. They were asking themselves, did Jesus just open a record store in my ears? The answer is yes, because that was A Little Respect by Erasure. And when they wrote that song, they had no idea that it would go on to become the #1 karaoke song of all time in gay clubs. Which makes sense. It makes so much sense because every time you hear that song, even when I was singing it, it just makes you wanna, suck a dick, right? That song just no? Yeah, no, me either. That's gross. I'm sorry, that's not what I meant. They said it before, but you can probably tell. I'm from Austin because this is what everybody from Austin looks like.
Hell yeah!
Like I got the beard and everything. I look like a Metro lumberjack. I look like a cross between Tim Tebow and a lesbian. I like to call it a teasbo. But I've only been here for just a little bit. Every time I come to the Valley, I can tell the difference in the way that we dress. This is what we look like. You guys look different. You wear cowboy hats, nice button-down shirts, cowboy boots, ankle monitors. It's a different look. And I can also tell you the difference between a Hispanic girl and woman just by the way they speak. Because all Hispanic girls sound like this to me. I know, right? And depending on how sarcastic you are, depends on how long you hold that. Like, I would totally fuck John. That means she wouldn't. But if you're a Hispanic woman, when you speak, it sounds like you're falling off a cliff. How long has it been since I've seen you? Splat. That's what I hear. That's what I hear, and I share it with you. Guys, I can tell you, being from Austin, last thing, there are a lot of hipsters, and I fucking hate hipsters. And the other day, I'm at a club just dancing with this chubby hipster. And I'm just trying, she's loving dancing, I love dancing. I go to the bar, I get her a bottle of beer. I bring it back, she looks at me and says, I hope you're not trying to roofie me. And I said, I didn't think big girls had to worry about that. And why would I roofie you here? I can't carry your big ass back to my car. And you barely shoehorned yourself into those skinny jeans. How the fuck am I gonna get you out? And are they still skinny jeans if it looks like you're smuggling mashed potatoes? No! I think you're safe, chubby hipster. Thank you guys, I've been John Stringer.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for George Stringer.
Yeah, George Stringer, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! We'll do a couple of more jokes, man. I'm from the Valley, and I've noticed that the crime in the Valley has been going crazy, man. Right? I know this because last night I broke into my neighbor's car, and he was pissed off, dude. He was pissed off because he spent so much money on a car alarm and nobody paid attention to it, you know? He has one of those Viper alarms, Viper armed. And when one of those car alarms go off, you don't even go outside anymore, you know? If you hear it going off, you're like, pinche vecino culero. Who the fuck puts an alarm on a Honda Civic, pendejo? And that's why I had to I installed a custom car alarm in my car that's gonna make sure everybody in my barrio runs outside if they try to break into my shit. Like you break a window at 3 o'clock in the morning, my alarm goes off, you say, oye, elotes, calientitos, con su limón, chile y mayonesa. It'll be 5 o'clock in the morning. Con eso te levantas y you're like, vieja, there's corn. Baby, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Pues dame feria para dos, pendeja. Is there anybody in here a fan of the Winter Olympics? Anybody a fan of the Winter Olympics? The people from out of town, the people from Wisconsin? The white people, haha, wee! I love the Winter Olympics. Notice how nobody went out of their way to cheer for the Winter Olympics. There's a reason for that. Because we're all Mexican and there's no Mexicans involved in the Winter Olympics. And there's a reason for that too, porque every time it gets under 70 degrees here in the valley, todos sacan la pinche Letterman jacket y todo el pinche pedo. El Cauchelsa class of 76. It still fits. I'm in my prime, ¿qué onda? I'm in my prime. We also have to bust out, every time it gets cold, we have to bust out the San Marcos blankets, right? The bad thing about that is that we have to take them off the windows because they're being used as curtains during the summertime. Ahí tienes el pinche tigre en la ventana. To guard against Mormons, you know? And there's this sport on the Winter Olympics called curling. If you don't know what curling is, that's when they grab this rock, they put a handle on it, and they slide it down the ice. And you got two fuckers in front of that sweeping and chingas. If white people can invent a sport like that, why can't Latinos invent a sport that we would dominate? Latinos would destroy the sport. I'm talking about a Wapango marathon. Can you imagine that shit? Hello everyone, we're here at the Wapango Marathon starting line where I'm getting word that the Valley team is looking rather tenacious and ready to win. You can actually recognize the Valley team because they're the ones wearing the shiny shirts with the Virgin Mary on the back. We now go down to the action where the band is getting ready to start. Because the Wapango Marathon doesn't start off with a gun. Go! It starts off with a Wapango that everybody knows. Beep. 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 Where the Valley team is now traveling backwards, trying to mock their opponents with their brightly colored ostrich boots. 26 miles later. Because we're the Valley, we can do that shit. You ever go to a quinceañera? Wapangos last like 4 days. Y estamos todos en denial, ¿verdad? ¡Están cansados! Your Tia Lupe's lost like 30 pounds. And at every quinceañera, we managed to find the most overweight person in our family that likes to wear the least amount of clothing. You know what I'm talking about? She likes to wear, your cousin Myra, she likes to wear those strappy shoes all the way up to the knee. Se mira como somebody trying to put ligas on una barra de pan, you know? And she's got a tank top that doesn't quite cover everything. She's got layers of skin sticking up por donde quiera, looking like a half-open can of biscuits. Y tiene el ombligo tattooed con un sun that she got back in 1996. Y lo tiene todo de buena. But since then, she's had 12 kids, so it exploded into a supernova. And at every quinceañera, we also managed to find the oldest relative of ours in our family, your great-great-great-great-tatarabuela. And she's like 562 years old. And then you tell your grandpa, your parents make you feel real guilty, mijo. Go say hi to your grandma, pendejo. Ahorita que la tienes, pendejo. You never know when you're gonna see her again. And you go over there, Grandma! Grandma! There's a fly in her eye and she's not reacting to it. And you're like, Grandma, are you having a good time, Grandma? You lady blink.
Mátame, mijo. Take me on back and put me out of my misery, mijo. Ya no puedo yo. I have to take 60 pills a day just to stay alive, mijo. Ya no puedo.
But as soon as that Wapango starts, she's the first one on the floor, no?
Háganse un pinche lado, pendejos. Ahí voy yo.
¡Para atrás! ¡Vuelta! And you got tennis ball scratch marks all on the dance floor? 26 miles later, ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting word that the Valley team is looking rather tenacious, and they're still going on strong. The Canadian team actually died a few miles back. They could not handle the hot Wapangoing action. On a side note, 5-year-old Wapangoing phenom, Leslie Rodriguez, from Ed Couch, Elsa, Texas, pulled a hamstring in the middle of the race. She was quickly cured by the team grandmother with a method they call sana sana, coli to Durana.